king is born. I told you before, a king is born. Now I told you before, a king is born. Oh yeah.
What is up, everybody? It's your boy Dueling King, bringing you guys another iChange my gameplay video. If you enjoyed what you see here, be sure to drop a like down below, and if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe for more. So the gun I'm showcasing for you guys today is going to be the M1928, or the Thompson, or better known as the Tommy gun. I'm using the Wilco variant on this. It's just an epic variant that I had gotten not too long ago in a supply drop opening, and I decided, you know what, I'll go ahead and do this gun since I love the SMGs, and those are always the really popular guns. I know I still haven't done a sniper gameplay. I'm gonna be jumping on with the Happy Dalek later today. Hopefully we'll be playing some war mode and I can get into a Neptune gameplay where I can get some sniper video for you guys. But anyway, I'll get right into the pros. And first off, this is probably one of the highest fire rate SMGs I've found, at least so far. I mean, its fire rate is super high. I mean, it's got almost to the point where it's bare bones, almost an uncontrollable fire rate. Like, it's almost impossible to clip for just one bullet. That's not a bad thing though, because oftentimes putting bullets onto your enemy before or earlier, I guess it's the exact same thing, never mind, is obviously what you're trying to do. So that's only one of the pros. Next up is, it's one of the most underrated rushing SMGs I've found, at least, as in this gameplay I was rushing all over the place, which is not, I don't usually see a lot of Thompson rushing gameplays. I mean, maybe it's just not an SMG mostly used for that. Maybe it's more known as being a versatile SMG, but in this gameplay at least, I noticed that I was able to rush fairly well with it. And like I said, I don't usually, I make kind of a habit of playing with the same few guns, and so this series is me trying to branch out and play different guns with different setups. And so I played with this with no attachments for a little while, and it is a little bit tough to kind of keep in check. Next up is, with grip though, its high recoil is very manageable. So as soon as I got grip onto this gun, I noticed that its recoil isn't nearly as bad as I thought it was. I mean, overall, it's tough for you to find any weapon that is going to have great recoil in this game, bare bones, but this one managed. It was pretty bad without grip. But as soon as I got grip on this weapon, I noticed that its recoil was extremely manageable. And if you put the steady aim attachment on this gun as well, its hip fire is phenomenal. So those are just a couple of the things that I've noticed from this gun as far as its high recoil. Next is, it has decent range for an SMG. I mean, to be completely honest with you, SMGs to me are not long range weapons that you would use in a lot of engagements where you are going to be putting bullets on people from mid to long range. You're mostly going to want to keep your engagements close quarters as much as possible. That being said, I had a couple of instances in this game at least that I found that my range was extremely favorable with this gun. And I don't know if that's just, if it was just the gameplay I was getting or what the specific situation was. I found that like this, the PPSH, the Type 100, and like the Grease gun are probably the most range friendly SMGs that I've at least found in this game so far. I mean, most of the other SMGs are pretty known for their high fire rate, their good mobility, and not really known for their range. This gun actually has decent range. Next up for the cons, and I, again, like most of the time, had to scrape the bottom of the barrel for the cons, and I'm actually finding that oftentimes with this game, which is actually really good. When a game comes out where you have so many pros to each gun, and the cons are really just the pros without the positive aspects of it. So I'll just get right into it. First off, without grip. That being said, without grip, the recoil is awful. It is really a tough gun to control. Its kick is pretty bad, the recoil is bad when you don't have grip. So as soon as you get grip, the gun moves up considerably as far as its success rate. So get grip on the gun as soon as possible. You won't have any problems. I mean, if you're a good shot, which I'm not a great shot, I'm not terrible, but if you're a good shot with grip, you'll be fine. And the second is, I found, at least in my own personal opinion, so I mean, of course you always have to take that with a grain of salt, extended mag is always very helpful on this gun. I mean, I didn't get extended mag in the session that I was playing, but in this game, at least overall, and this is going to be kind of a tick on every gun, which if it's a con for every gun, I feel stupid putting it on as a con for any one gun, but I have to still mention it. Extended mag does help a lot of these weapons. Oftentimes you run into people in multiple groups, you run into somebody who is running a specific setup and they're playing further back, so you need to maybe make up for the fact that your gun doesn't have the best range with the fact that you don't have to have great range, because you're putting more bullets on them than they are putting on you faster. So, you know, extended magazine to me is one of the most necessary things in this game. I mean, there are 3 real major things I found in this game that I almost have on every one of my classes. And the first one is extended mag. I almost run extended mag on every single class, or every single gun at least. I run most of the time either ordnance or hustle for my basic trainings, and the reason why is because ordnance makes it so all of your kill streaks come so much sooner, and so that gives you more ability to make bigger plays and help your team win. And hustle is basically sleight of hand, which a quick reload in this game might actually be a good substitute for extended mag if you chose to not run extended mag. You know, the compromise being you're firing less bullets from your magazine in one clip, but you're reloading faster, so you'll be able to make up for the fact that you're not firing as many bullets in one magazine by having a quicker reload. So that being said, my overall score of the gun is going to be an 8.5 out of 10. It's a very common score for these guns recently in this series, as I'm not finding a lot of guns that aren't very good. I'm finding a lot of weapons that are really, actually, they handle really well. They all have their own specific, you know, niche in the game that they're good at, and you kind of have to, if a game starts to change from one way to the next, you kind of have to change up your weapons. And so doing this iChange my gameplay is kind of fun because I had to commit to one specific class. But that's pretty much all I got for you guys. Like I said before at the beginning of the video, if you enjoy, be sure to drop a like down below, and if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. Sorry that I was so down on my previous video. Obviously I was going to be a little sad, but I appreciate everybody who comes to my channel and drops a like and comments and takes the time out of their day to come view my videos. I really appreciate it, and I love you guys all so much. Anyway, I'll come up with some more videos later on today. I got a bunch of gameplay the other day with Black Dog and all those guys, so I should be able to get some gameplay up soon, and then I should also be able to get a sniper rifle gameplay for the iChange my gameplay series. Anyway, that's it. I'm pretty much rambling now. The video's coming to a close. We clean up here, and I'm not going to spoil the end, mainly because I cut the end out because I was so ashamed, but I think we end up actually losing this game, but let's just pretend I didn't say that. Thanks a lot, everybody, and I'll talk to you later. Peace out.